It's the return of the greatest rap out of Africa. I finally came back to claim the crown that I've earned. I know some others yearn for it, I ain't concerned if y'all want it. The only thing I'll be serving is lessons y'all need to learn, and I deserve to be here. Don't try to question my position, I don't listen to my competition. When they be dissing, the things they rap about is fiction. But when it comes to keeping it real, in depth is the dictionary definition. Haters stay wishing, waiting for the day I sit with it, until they say I'm the illest. And every day I keep spitting, cause hip-hop is my addiction, and being on top is my mission. So I'ma whip it while I keep living the life I was given. As God is my witness, there can be no opposition. You must be tripping if you be thinking that yours should be hitting. All of your shots be missing like a clip with no ammunition, while I be killing with my writtens until everyone listens. When it comes to this rap shit, then you know I'm not gonna stunt. Let's tape them more in 2 weeks in the first did in 2 months. These rappers be my students, studying my movements. Y'all see the improvement, but you acting like a nuisance. And music gives amusement, face your persecution. These days the rap game saturated with pollutants to turn me to a mutant. I'm no longer human, I've been on my shine like my body translucent. So who wants to dance? Who has a plan? I'm my greatest inspiration and my own biggest fan. Cause some of these people around me just don't seem to understand that I'm not making these tapes to put no money in my hands. I write these songs as a chance for me to show off my skills, to show I'm real so I can get to signing my record deal. So no matter what you feel, I won't bend over or budge. The only ones can judge me in this life is God or the judge. Drop through my city at night to never forget where I'm from. Never stop writing rhymes, that's how it's set to square one. I'm focused on right now, got no regrets. At 21, you wanna fight, then you can bet that I've already won. I said my dream was to keep those skyscrapers in my view. That's the reason that I chose this rap shit to pursue. Believing if I follow my heart, then it will come true. And if you follow yours, the same thing may happen to you too. I'm reading through my old lyrics, the experience got me cringing, but it's interesting to see how far I've come since the beginning. From writing my first verse on which I'm Slim Jesus dissing. 16 and 21 is like night and day when you see the difference. Till I'm winning awards, been standing tall with my peers, put in the work. I'm trying to turn this to a real career. Nobody worked as hard as me, and let me make that clear. Who else you know could put out 3 tapes in just over a year? Cause I've been on the sidelines, living life just trying to abide by the guidelines, till I got tired and decided that now is my time. I'ma show y'all what I got in my pipeline. Cause once I'm on, watch me blow up all over your timeline. One day I'll be a millionaire, no need for a lifeline. Flying from a private island, just sipping on white wine. As I stare out of the window when I see the skyline. People don't see my vision, don't notice I'm elevating. I'll show them what they're missing for this moment I've been waiting. Say what they want, but I don't got time to hear them hating. I make a statement, stake my claim. They stay in the basement, they stay debating and complacent. In this race they stay pacing. I'm sprinting from the start and won't stop till the day that I make it. My dream, the reason for my work ethic, don't take no vacations. The next African rapper to blow up outside his nation. The first African rapper to top the board and win Grammys. I know there's gonna be people trying to stop me cause they can't stand me, but I don't pay them no mind. Just keep on writing till my hands, we just keep spitting rhymes till my voice gives out when I can't speak, cause I've gotta go. It's more important than dough, more important than lining a shelf with trophies from award shows. Wanna be one of the goats and what the whole world knows. With every line and every rhyme I make my applause grow. Cause I've been on the sidelines, living life just trying to abide by the guidelines, till I got tired and decided that now is my time. I'ma show y'all what I got in my pipeline. Cause once I'm on, watch me blow up all over your timeline. One day I'll be a millionaire, no need for a lifeline. Flying from a private island, just sipping on white wine. As I stare out of the window when I see the skyline. 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 I used to be the type to question why I'm here on this earth. I've been searching for my life's greater purpose and birth, asking myself if the actions I took carried much worth. Hoping the hurt I felt inside couldn't get much worse. I stopped going to church, felt there was nothing there for me. That's when I got the urge to do something a bit more concrete. Started doing research online, I found me some rubbies. That's when I started to rehearse, writing rhymes on the back of worksheets. Wrote down a track list on a piece of blank paper. That was back when I still had my old rap name, but I changed it soon after. Called Artist Cages ain't fit, but depth was representative of the shit I wanted to spit. Set up the song title scribbled on that line page, already thinking this'll be my first album for when I make it. Before I'd even written down a single phrase, telling myself if I thought I wouldn't blow up, I was mistaken. Changed up the plan and took the list of song names. Decided instead to use them for my first mixtape band. I found some free beats online that I could take and wrote a few rhymes, but seriously were they never taken. At 17 years old, thinking I would be the GOAT, but you wouldn't know it if you ever saw what I wrote. I always had the goals, but never the progress I could show. I never put in the work, so my dreams I could follow. I found the perfect beat, and then I just sit on it. I never had the motivation or the words to spit on it, but then the whole world came to a sudden standstill, and we had no idea until when it would last. So thought to myself, I've got all the spare time that I can fill. Suddenly got motivated to practice on my rap skills. My hands filled many pages with my phrases, headlines and lines of rhymes, believing they could help me fly and go places. Put out a tape of songs written within all that free time. Wanted to show the world just what I could do with these rhymes. Put out a second tape only half a year later. They were received well, but now I aim for something much greater. Pulled up the track list I'd written way back when I couldn't do it with the verses that I had then, but now equipped with new beats and determination to make it. I wanna show people while I be one of the greatest, because this mixtape has been 5 years in the making. I'm making sure that it's only my best verses I'm saying, hoping these songs take me places. For success I've been praying, creating verbal painting, shaping my future. There's no mistaking, this is destiny, and that's just something I know. Though I had no idea that I would be here 5 years ago. From when I first wrote that list, this was a path that I chose. Guess everything came full circle like a capital O. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I gaze upon the city where so many feel pain, while reciting these rhymes in my mind, watching the rain. This place is so dark. Even during the day I stay wishing I could make all its problems just fade away. There's beggars at every stop who are hungry and poor, asking for some spare change, but I wish I could give more. So many people ignore them, try to keep them out of sight, but you will always see them standing on the bright city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I can't quite explain the feelings that I have for this place, but the city is my home and that can never be replaced. It's got a lot of issues, unfortunately you can't erase centuries of tension and history based upon race. So just embrace it and listen to these words that I write. It doesn't matter if I'm on a flight or driving through the night. If in my sight from any height I can see those bright lights shining, then I always feel like everything will be alright. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. I'm driving through the night, just staring at the city lights. Yeah. 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 Yo, check this shit out. To all the girls who ever hated me, and all the girls who never rated me, I'll bet my last few bands you're regretting the fact you never dated me. These people stay dissuading me, ain't pay no mind to what they say to me, cause unabatedly I continue evading all the hate that's awaiting me. Creatively you know that I'm as dope as it gets. Basically you should place on me your hopes and your bets. Pervasively all my notes over the globe do they spread. Amazingly once I've got you in my scope then you're dead. Persuasively my rhymes tie ropes around your throats and your neck. Unfailingly my vignettes are like the Pope with a pen. A crazy piece of a poet reverses holy and blessed. Prevailingly they can't cope cause natively I'm the best. And don't you ever forget, run flame grill like Nando's chicken. I'm hot with the bars, I'm from South Africa, you know that I'm a G with the sauce. But I'm still the type to keep my neck ice up and frost. I got this crosswind to my heart like my name is Rick Ross. To keep me on course whenever I get lost in my thoughts. If anybody wanna diss me then I'll show no remorse. When I talk you so much force that your body gets tossed. If you cross me a law, should've considered the cause. I got as many olds as my ops, got holes in their bodies, that mean I broke. This gang banging ain't one of my hobbies, but what I do got is the skills to impress all the hotties. A lot of these rappers be looking at me trying to copy, but they can't beat me so they stay sweet like boxes of Smarties. The songs is pleasing as the sound of scraping metal with caulkies. My rhymes are harder than an army of Barbies. Marching over Nicki Minaj, haters eating their brains like zombies. I'm shutting down parties wherever I play songs at, with just a mic in my hand so I can say all that. My competition running home the mic's a baseball bat, knocking them out of the park, remind them they are whack. From head to toe got the best clothes and they all black. My clothes are dark like I'm looking into space or at the bottom of the ocean. If these people hate on that, I stare them straight in the face whenever they talk crap. Wherever I go, I'm the biggest star in my gang. It's no more missing nice guy whenever I'm in the ring. So when you step in the arena, you should take up the chains, cause it's a daily operation. The way I bring the pain like method main, but the rep I got is hard to earn. A moment of truth is faced by every sucker I burn. I'm the owner of the shit, so sit down and wait your turn. I'm one of the best yet, it ain't that hard to discern. I'm too complex, hit you like a fully loaded magazine. The vibes I bring light up parties like they dousing gasoline. The source of pain for many rappers, they implying Vaseline. I'm double XO, so you know I never pass unseen. Yes, it's Benoni's finest behind this. You'll never find a mind as well designed as mine is. I take my rhyming more seriously than assignment. You're looking for refinement, I'm the one who defined it. I got these drawings in my head and they just won't go away. Flashbacks to the past of what happened that day. Memories like old movies every time they play. Like a projector in my mind, put my mistakes on display. I still picture it clearly like I ain't seeing it great. It still haunts me so heavy upon my conscience it weighs. Still asking God for forgiveness, so every day I still pray. There's still so many things about it I wanna say. It's now been over 2 years since what happened that night. Yet there's still so much I think about, so on paper I write. Leaving the Post Malone show, it was past midnight. Giving my brother's friend a ride home, I was being polite. 5 minutes away, stopped at McDonald's for a bite, and then we headed off, driving under blinding street lights. We almost home, I thought I got the robot set in my sight. It was so late, I thought I'd just take my chances despite the light changing from green over the white line. I took flight, I heard screams like to my left and just so bright white lights, then everything went black. When I got back my sight, I took a look around, so everything was far from my right. My brother in the passenger, he can't control his breathing. His girlfriend passed out in the back, I saw her mouth was bleeding. Her friend still got the seatbelt strapped, in so much pain she's screaming. My mind just racing forth and back so fast my heart was beating. Up in my throat, my nose burning with the smell of smoke. Shattered glass all on the seats, the whole inside was broke. There's little bits of Big Mac scattered all over the car. My eyebrow bleeding bad, had to go and stitch up the scar. Stepped out the car and called my mom, she woke up to bad news. I cried and told her I was scared and I ain't know what to do. My parents came along with everybody else's parents too. 1 in the morning, 2019 on the 19th of June, my dad's birthday. I really gave him the worst gift. Ambulances came to give everybody a lift. I got my eyes stitched, my brother he got off with minor whiplash. His girlfriend's jaw was broken, had to stay so they could fix that. Her friend went to a different place, in her hip they put a plate. She ain't had medical aid or the money to pay. So from the road accident funds, some funds they tried to claim. The police asked for her name, so on me they placed the blame. She had to walk on crutches. then a stomach ruptured. The situation got worse and they started holding grudges. My parents offered support, but they didn't want it. They'd rather see me standing in front of the judges. The other driver tried to sue me for 200 grand, but false witnesses didn't get it. Insurance handled that. Took me a while to realize it wasn't completely my fault, but to this day these drawings in my head still haunting my thoughts. I make the buildings fall down when I come to your town. I make the buildings fall down when I shake the ground. I make the buildings fall down when my thunderous sound. I make the buildings fall down as I reach for my crown. I make the buildings fall down whenever I come around. I make the buildings fall down when my verbs and my nouns. I make the buildings fall down. If we go another round, I make the buildings fall down. You clowns are out for the count. I bring it capital like Washington, ain't talking about DC. These rappers won't admit it secretly, they won't be me. So many go see me and think he's so dreamy. My words grant wishes like a lyrical genie. I'm cooking these rappers up like some creamy linguine. My rhymes cut on the sides like a knife to sashimi. They smoke PCP and Bible pages. I call the exodus. I send angels they way. They're suicidal like notorious. My reign over the game has never looked quite so glorious. No matter what situation I'm facing, I'll be victorious. My bars are like my name, filled with so much depth. The notion of words, you drowning them till you lose your breath. I bring it on, no doubt. Just like Jay in 96, I punish suckers who fuck with me like the legend Big Chris. I'm the enemy they fear, I got a public reputation. If you think you can define me, then you're sorely mistaken. I make the buildings fall down when I come to your town. I make the buildings fall down when I shake the ground. I make the buildings fall down with my thunderous sound. I make the buildings fall down as I reach for my crown. I make the buildings fall down whenever I come around. I make the buildings fall down with my verbs and my nouns. I make the buildings fall down. If we go another round, I make the buildings fall down. You clowns are out for the count. Turn up your system, I hit you with lyricism. Rappers turn into my victims when they enter in my kingdom. Dropping bombs with my words, kill them with verbal terrorism. At the same time dropping signs, I be spitting that wisdom like Craig G. I light the mic up for the symphony. Try competition like lightning, I live in infamy. I'm the answer, strike your mind like an epiphany. Cause this has been my destiny since infancy. Because there used to be a time when you could kick a dope rhyme. Hip hop used to be all about who had the best lines, but now it's changed. And the game just ain't the same, but I came to lay my claim to the throne, grit is my aim. I've been a savage way before I turned 21. Leave all you people looking clean like some vegetarians. I jack you boys on the mic, it got me feeling like Travis. Hit you with verbal clips, killing all you bitches with no malice. I make the buildings fall down when I come to your town. I make the buildings fall down when I shake the ground. I make the buildings fall down with my thunderous sound. I make the buildings fall down as I reach for my crown. I make the buildings fall down whenever I come around. I make the buildings fall down with my verbs and my nouns. I make the buildings fall down. If we go another round, I make the buildings fall down. You clowns are out for the count. Sometimes I feel caught up in my own thoughts, trying to remember the important things I forgot. Reminiscing on people from whom I've grown far apart, while reflecting on who I am and who I am not. I think about the past and my stomach twists into knots. I think about the future and I get a pain in my heart. But when these feelings come up is when I turn to my art and write them down to figure out how to connect the dots. I tend to think about the words that I say, and I get filled with anxiety that just won't go away. Cause words are power, I try to use mine for manifesting the future that I dream of, for which I am destined. But there's always two sides to every situation. What if the words I'm saying happen right before my face, and I'm stuck facing something from which there's no escaping? Until my heart's breaking and heavy on my conscience it's weighing. I'm praying every night but wonder if I ask for too much. Thinking back to decisions that I made as I grew up. Throughout school you make friends, remember when I knew some people with whom in the future I'd go on to lose touch. I know a girl who moved away, it's been years since we talked. I got involved in the business, over the phone we fought. I was a stubborn fool, I should've said sorry and just moved on. Taught too late that I was wrong and now the chance is gone. Sometimes I feel caught up in my own thoughts, trying to remember the important things I forgot. Reminiscing on people from whom I've grown far apart, while reflecting on who I am and who I am not. I think about the past and my stomach twists into knots. I think about the future and I get a pain in my heart. But when these feelings come up is when I turn to my art and write them down to figure out how to connect the dots. I used to have this friend up until 2 years ago. He's distanced himself from us, he had his reasons I know. But sometimes I just think about what could have been if he just talked to us about it. The friendship didn't have to end, but now I walk past his house, don't even know if he's out there. I'm thinking what I could have said to prevent it from disappearing, but it's been 2 years and I ain't seen him since then. Coming to terms with the fact I'll never hear his words again. But there's a thought I have which plagues my mind more than the rest. What if before I have a chance to get some things off my chest, the other person passes on? It makes me think of my mom. Remember when her health was poor and I was scared she'd be gone before I tell her exactly how much he means to me. But there's a lot of things that can't be said so easily. What if it's someone I love with whom I get in a fight, and then they die before I have a chance to make things right? Stuck with that guilt for the rest of my life. I walk around my block on a quiet night, stare at the starry sky and move my eyes across a nebula. Silently hope everything will be alright. Look to the heavens for a blessing, I'll be praying on the regular. In the distance see the bright city lights, consider it what I say, get the message across like cellular. I put my heart into the lyrics I write, they're a reflection of self like a mirror, my words are specular. On cold nights I take a walk down the block, put on my headphones, take steps in between kicking rocks. Put this beat on and the time just ticks away on the clock. My thoughts knock, trying to keep them all locked up in a box. I stop to look up at the red lights on distant crane tops and watch the flashing towers pass by on cause that contain cops. A plane pops up overhead and blends right in with the stars. It got me thinking about how God dealt me these cards. I'm thankful I ain't catch a charge and I ain't sat behind bars. Give my regards to my father because he really worked hard to ensure my life ahead was full of positive odds. He gave me all these opportunities to get a good job. A lot of people who don't get that chance are forced to rob. Some join a mob, become the reason why some others sob. And yet a working salary ain't really what I want. Sorry dad, I'd rather follow my heart and pursue my art. I walk around my block on a quiet night, stare at the starry sky and move my eyes across a nebula. Silently hope everything will be alright. Look to the heavens for a blessing, I'll be praying on the regular. In the distance see the bright city lights, consider it what I say, get the message across like cellular. I put my heart into the lyrics I write, they're a reflection of self like a mirror, my words are specular. The first time I saw the flashing crane lights, thought they was aliens. Even from such a great distance they were so radiant. Thinking there's life out there other than us sapiens. It had me wondering if I'd ever fill up stadiums. Scared I wouldn't even pack a school gymnasium. Those kind of thoughts just kept spinning around in my cranium. Just praying one day that I'll fly like an alien in a private jet made of the strongest titanium. First dream at age 6 was to be like Superman. By 8 years old, directing movies became the plan. I wanted to write books and to draw comics. Wanted to be a chef, glad I gave that up to be honest. Right now I got 2 dreams, it's making video games or rapping so that one day I have a claim to fame. Want everyone to recognize my name either way. That thought alone allows me to push through every day. I walk around my block on a quiet night, stare at the starry sky and move my eyes across a nebula. Silently hope everything will be alright. Look to the heavens for a blessing, I'll be praying on the regular. In the distance see the bright city lights, consider it what I say, get the message across like cellular. I put my heart into the lyrics I write, they're a reflection of self like a mirror, my words are specular. Hit the lights when I'm back at the mic. I attack all you whack backpackers and subtract from your life. My rhymes sharp like a knife. I go insane on this beat, then Lorena Bob it goes on. A husband who cheats. These corny rappers claim that they can take the heat so they get popped. But if you want smoke, I can bring the fire non-stop. Cause if you rest and you rust, I can sleep when I'm dead. So for now, keep spitting till I return to the dust. As I scribble these rhymes down into my notes, save them for a time when I need to comfort your throats. Always looking back at the paragraphs that I wrote and thinking what can I say to make people wanna quote. Looking deeper cause there's always something for me to denote. This is the craft to which so much of my time I devote. Take time writing cause I wanna be remembered as a goat. So I want my words to be the main thing I promote. I'm steamrolling these rappers like it was me and Dio. I'll leave you battered, bruised and blue like the bird from Rio. You shoot subliminals but I dodge them like my name was Neo. And then I send them back your way so I can shrink your ego. You go against me, that's a gamble, I ain't talking casino. Can understand these local rappers like they speaking in Creole. Discount store rappers like they from your nearest Home Depot. With me it's culture over money, yeah you know this my credo. As I scribble these rhymes down into my notes, saving for a time when I need to comfort y'all throats. Always looking back at the paragraphs that I wrote and thinking, what can I say to make people wanna quote? Looking deeper cause there's always something for me to denote. This is the craft to which so much of my time I devote. Take time writing cause I wanna be remembered as a goat, so I want my words to be the main thing I promote. I peel caps when I spill raps, send him to the doctor, hopefully he can fill gaps. Don't you ever go against me, dog, if your skill lacks, cause over these ill tracks, you know I drill cracks in your system, kill you lyrically with my quill axe. My attacks, they impact your will to fight back, instill a sense of fear in you over this tight wax. Just relax, if you provoke me then I might act, and that's a fact. As I scribble these rhymes down into my notes, saving for a time when I need to comfort y'all throats. Always looking back at the paragraphs that I wrote and thinking, what can I say to make people wanna quote? Looking deeper cause there's always something for me to denote. This is the craft to which so much of my time I devote. Take time writing cause I wanna be remembered as a goat, so I want my words to be the main thing I promote. Where did the jazz go? Nobody knows. 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 Yeah, you know I got the jazz like Fife and Tip in 91. My tribe is on a quest, so you know we getting shit done. Not even rapping, I just be spitting in my native tongue. Wisdom of a wizard trapped inside a body so young, like taking root from a baby when I be under the sun. I make this shit look easy, these lesser rappers they run. I ain't promoting no violence cause I just wanna have fun, but for each one of my critics got a lyrical gun. Wish we could take it back in time to before all the bling, to before all the chains, to before all the rings, to before these so-called rappers who don't rap but they sing. To a time when the music was influenced by swing, influenced by jazz and a little bebop, when you could feel the love for the art with every drop, and in every line you could hear all the passion, spreading a message, whistle spitting like a verbal assassin. When the brothers came and brought the game straight out the jungle, De La said I know and had a clear vision, no tunnel. When Latifah and Moni were repping for all the queens, Buster, Charlie and Dinko had a new school they would lead. Atomic Black Sheep told people that the choice is theirs to make, and look who schnickens will I move in all over the place. When Grand Pooh and the rest are brand new, but one for all, and J Dilla helped the far side not to drop the ball. As Dick of the planets made everyone feel cool like that. Guru and Primo challenged people to arena combat. When Pete Rock and see how smooth the reminisce over you, and live bands made jazz rap like Stetson and the Roots. The Souls of Mischief were chilling from 93 till infinity, while the main souls were barbecuing in your vicinity. But in this modern age of rap, there's one thing I wanna know. In the last 30 years, where did the jazz go? Where did the jazz go? Nobody knows. 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 I'll never ever forget the day that we first met. Introduced to you at camp, I didn't even know your name yet. The others told me what it was, but I still got it wrong. I didn't know just how you would shake my world from then on. That was 3 years ago, but it feels like forever. In the short time I've known you, you've changed my life for the better. Remember back to all the memories we made back in school, but I knew I fell in love with you when I first saw you. Over time we started talking more and hanging out more. This wasn't like any other crush that I'd had before. This was real, I wasn't only attracted to how you looked. It was a factor, but it was you as a person that got me hooked. I loved your smile, your laugh, your kindness and your strength. That was back when we used to chat for hours on end. When you agreed to the dance, I was the happiest man alive. But then you got a new boyfriend and it tore me up inside. So now I'm feeling so heartless. I don't know where my heart went. Got me feeling so heartless. I can't remember when my heart left. So now I'm feeling so heartless. I don't know where my heart went. Got me feeling so heartless. I can't remember when my heart left. I didn't understand. I thought things were going well. Maybe I took too long, cause my feelings I couldn't tell. But I told myself that day that I wouldn't give up, hoping I could win you back. I wish I'd just grown up. You said you don't like me, I said it's cause we haven't met yet. But honestly it made me glad to know he saw me as a threat. 4 months later you told me you and him were over. I thought it was my second chance for us to grow ever closer. But then you got a new man and I decided that was it. I gave up on my feelings and just decided I would quit. But when I heard you were leaving, I just had to confess, I just had to get my feelings for you off of my chest. You turned me down but you said that we could still be friends. I agree, but now I'm still running away in the end. I'm really sorry, TJ, hope you'll forgive me regardless. Can't put my feelings aside, how could I be so heartless? So now I'm feeling so heartless. I don't know where my heart went. Got me feeling so heartless. I can't remember when my heart left. So now I'm feeling so heartless. I don't know where my heart went. Got me feeling so heartless. I can't remember when my heart left. If I told you I wanted to be a rapper, would you laugh at me? If my dream was to kick rhymes, would you throw jabs at me? A class clown is all people see me as anyway. But if I tell them all the truth, then what would they say? They'd probably tell me I'm crazy, they'd probably say it was hopeless. Teachers might say it won't work, so on my work I should focus. A white boy from the suburbs who went to private school saying he wants to rap to them, he'd probably just look like a fool. When I was younger I used to think these exact same things. Never believed in myself, too scared to chase my dreams. Even my mom would tell me that my hopes were misplaced. Said a kid like me was scared like mine, in a country like this couldn't win that race. One day in class the teacher asked what we wanted to be. The other kids said lawyers, bankers, businessmen and actuaries. But when it got to me I said I wanted to make video games. When they left I knew I shouldn't tell them all my real aims. Cause for me I've had this rap dream since I was 16. But couldn't tell nobody, I was scared I really I'd be seen. Not the best of sports, good grades but not the greatest. Nobody thought anything of me, so why should I even say it? I stopped writing after high school to focus on my degree. Said I do it for my parents, but a job ain't really where I wanna be. When I know my place is on that stage with a mic in my hand. So I picked up the pen, start writing it again so that one day they'll understand. And things are not always what they seem. No longer too scared to chase my dreams. Yeah, things are not always what they seem. I wanted this since I was only 16. And things are not always what they seem. No longer too scared to chase my dreams. Yeah, things are not always what they seem. I wanted this since I was only 16. I have this friend, he used to coach me on my pen. Back and forth they shared writtens through messages that we sent. Gave me lessons to improve upon my lyrical content. But I don't think he knows just how much his words truly meant. Cause honestly this dude's my hero, and I never told him that he was the main inspiration for me wanting to rap. At 16 walking around talking about how I'll be the GOAT, without writing a single 16 cause I said it as a joke. Until I saw a video of him rapping show up online. Then it went viral at school, watched it blow up my timeline. Got shared around by some classmates, everyone knew who he was. I looked at him and realized I wanted that same love. So when I found his music online that really opened my eyes. The fact someone I knew at school could rap just blew my mind. One day I finally decided just to send him a message. Told him I listened to his song, from there we blossomed a friendship. He was the one who got me started on writing my first verses. I would send him, he would say what wasn't working. But he told me not to give up and to never stop writing. Above all that, he was someone I could really confide in. We talked for hours of conversations about music and life. Always took it to heart when he truly gave me advice. He's the person who believed in me from day one, and all the things that he taught me paved my foundation. His words are truly instrumental in my formation, cause I believed him when he said one day my greatness may come. So to my Sante SK, all that I wanna say is thank you. Without you I wouldn't be who I am today. And things are not always what they seem. No longer too scared to chase my dreams. Yeah, things are not always what they seem. I wanted this since I was only 16.